Hey Chicken members, it's me, Monkey Chicken here, and the topic of today's video is hardpoint tips and spots. And with that, let's go and begin. Okay guys, so here's the first hardpoint. It's kind of out in the open and it's really hard to defend because, you know, depending whether you're defending or attacking this hardpoint, you'll either be spawning on that side or that side. That's usually where it works. I find that although a lot of people will hide in kind of these back corners, that's kind of the first place where you check. I recommend a different strategy. So if you're spawning on this side, I recommend for you guys to stand up here. If you noticed, I'm still capturing the hard point, so everything works. Just kind of keep your line of sight up there, and if you notice that it gets contested, either someone jumped onto the plane is kind of looking for you, or maybe they're underneath you, so kind of look down there. And once again, it kind of works on the same side, so if you're spawning on this side, you can run up here and hide rather than hiding down there, and you'll still be grabbing the hard point, and it'll protect you against those two spots. It'll kind of protect you against people up there, and most importantly, it'll protect you against people in that back corner. Also, something worth noting is if you get in this back corner, if you're spawning on this side, you can set up a sentry gun right here and place it, and it'll watch those two doors and anything up there. And you can also get over to this other side, and you know, if you're spawning on that side, try to make a quick flank, and you can place it here. So yeah, it's pretty helpful. Plus, it'll kind of keep this area kind of clear. So yeah, that's this hard point. Okay guys, here's the next hard point. There's a lot of spots and head glitches for you to hold up. You can always lay down here because a lot of times people will be coming from this main door, although occasionally they'll come for the flank. You can also get on top of this roof if you don't know, and you can provide your team cover by watching, you know, that entrance and over there. You can also have someone watching there. My personal favorite spot to sit is right here because I can watch anyone coming up through the bridge. Most people don't notice you, and anyone that comes through that door. You can obviously sit here and head glitch and kill anyone that's coming through here, but you have to also watch out people that are laying out there. Let me go ahead and show you. Look, can I make the jump? Oh, I didn't grab the edge. There we go. So if you're laying down right here, as you can see someone if they're head glitching right there. So watch out for that. And yeah, try to have people up on the roofs. And there's obviously, you can place a sentry gun up here to watch this way. You can also place it back here. Watch that little pathway there. So that's pretty helpful. And yeah, that's this hard point. Okay, the next hard point is right down there, guys. I find that if you're defending this place, usually you're spawning on this side. If you're trying to attack this place, you usually spawn over there. So if you're defending, usually the best place to place the sentry gun is right here. But also be warned that sometimes and occasionally, if your team pushes too far to that side, they'll start spawning right over there in that back corner. It'll essentially, your guys will start spawning somewhere in that building, and they'll kind of come up behind you guys. So watch out for that. So usually what I like to do is kind of sit, well, first I place my sentry gun here, and then I'll kind of watch these areas right here, which is really helpful. Down here, there's not that many places where you can hide. I usually recommend hiding on whatever side your friends are capturing from. So if your team are spawning over there, you can lay down on this side of the grate, or you can lay down over here. Both pretty helpful positions. But also be ready to move around and whatnot, because a lot of people will be coming from that building. And if they are coming from that building, I find that a nice little head glitch right here will be able to kill people. It's pretty helpful. So yeah, guys, you can use it to kill quite a bit of people. And yeah, that's this hard point. Okay guys, here's the next hard point. This one's really tough to grab from your friends and just to like generally just grab it at all. If you are trying to grab this hard point, I recommend putting a sentry gun up there in that top corner because the primary way a lot of people come from is through this middle area and they'll jump onto the hangar, or you know, the only way to get through this window is to pretty much jump up here. And if you have a sentry gun or a person sitting up there, it'll kill anyone that jumps on the plane. And I recommend just laying down right here and kill anyone that's kind of coming through the door. If you want, you can also have a friend sitting over here if your teammate's spawning on that side. Just kill anyone that's coming through, but beware of the flank routes over there. And also, if you guys are wondering, there's also a different path that you can take. If you're worried about people killing you on the plane, you can always come this way. If you're worried that someone's watching it, you can come right here and shoot anyone that's killing there. And you can instantly, oh, sorry, I didn't do it there. And instead of having to worry about the grapple, if you double jump and then, oh, I did the grapple. But if you double jump and burst in quick and you do it just right, you'll be able to burst in without ever having to grab a ledge, and you won't have to worry about that time where you're just sitting there climbing and you're like, oh no, I'm wide down in the open. Yeah. So I recommend kind of walking up on this ledge. There's also the same ledge on the other side, so yeah. Okay guys, here's the last hard point. It's pretty wide out in the open and it's really hard to grab. What I recommend is having one person in here, and if you want, what I like to do is sit right here. And a lot of people will just come through that door blindly and not really think about that it's open and whatnot. And they'll just come through expecting people to be there. And they'll just come through going like, ah, what's going on? And then me sitting right here will kill them. So a quick tip if you want to know if someone's there. If the door's open, they're in that room. So if you see that it's closed, it's all good. You can enter it and then come right through here. So yeah, also another thing that you can do, let me try to get up there, is if you stand up here on these points, it'll give you a bit of an advantage on people that are sitting right there because they're mostly having head glitches on that zone. There's also this area that you can sit behind to watch anyone that's coming through the center. And And on the opposite side, over here, you stand up here, you get there. Right here, if you sit down, it gives you a nice little bit of protection on anyone that's coming left side. And there's obviously the sentry gun place where you can kill here, kill anyone that's coming up center. And then the placement for this sentry gun is right here. This provides a bit of protection for itself there. And then if anyone's coming through this side, you can also place a sentry gun right here, kill anyone coming through that window, backside, or the far right. So, yeah, that's this hardpoint, guys. It's pretty out in the open. There's not much defense that you can do in here. You can always sit down, just a regular old riot shield and watch yourself. But, yeah, it's pretty hard to hold unless you have people outside the building protecting you. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much all that you can do. So anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So, like the video if you liked it. Maybe share with your friends if you think you'll find it informational or helpful. And if you're new to my channel, you can click that subscribe button. You get notifications in the sub box every single time I post a new video. And, yeah, Monkey Journal. That's all we got, guys. Peace.